Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olivia. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day today. Um, Something that I want to talk about today, it's actually interesting that I called my aunt and we kind of talked about this same thing, was I think it's very important for holding myself accountable to this and being more aware of this, but also I think it's just important for every single human being to do is to schedule more joy on your calendar. And what do I mean by that is do something that makes you feel makes that is fun, that brings you joy, that brings you happiness, that gives you comfort, that relieves some stress, gives you some relief. And when I was actually talking to my aunt today, she was talking about that, how, shout out to her, by the way, she was talking about how every Friday she does something for herself, whether she gets a favorite piece of food, whether she gets ice cream, whether she does something that maybe rewards her for the work week every single Friday. That brings her some sense of joy, some sense of happiness. And it's just very important that I have realized this, that scheduling more time for joy on the calendar, putting specific, make it a priority that you write it down and it's something that you do often. Because sometimes I feel as though you hear people say, "Oh, I don't have time. I have too much to do. I got to take care of my kids. I got to take care of my family, my job. What about this? What about that? I don't really have a lot of time for me. I can't do things I want to do." You know, it makes me think you always have time for yourself, but the thing is, you may just not be prioritizing it. And even using maybe the excuse of, I don't have time, maybe to avoid the reality that you may even avoiding the reality that you're not making yourself a priority. You're feeling as though making yourself a priority is selfish because I got all these other things I need to do, or I don't deserve to do fun things for myself, or make schedule joy on my calendar, or do something to relieve myself of some stress and stuff like that. It's almost like there's a guilt. But and yet having a mentality like that, if you don't do things for yourself, if you don't decide, life will decide for you. And if you never make a effort constantly to do something positive, to do something that spreads joy in your life, even though everything around you may be hectic. Your 9 to 5 may be hectic. Every single day may be hectic. Every single month is crazy. But just do something one day, one moment in the day, one time a week, one month, just where you do something for yourself. Just scheduling more joy on your calendar, because it's easier to say that don't have the time than to admit that you may be this fear of sense of being selfish. You don't want to seem like you're selfish because you prioritize yourself in some ways by maybe doing something fun for yourself. It's just very important that, I don't know, just scheduling joy, because it means that you're intentionally putting time on your calendar throughout your day, week, month, whatever. You're putting specifically, intentionally blocking out a time for activities that bring you happiness, that bring you joy, that bring you peace, that bring you reduce stress, reduce anxiety. Dopamine is produced, and it needs to be just as important as work is. It needs to be just as important as appointments are, because that ensures that they actually happen. That ensures that it's a priority, and that ensures that it is something that you are looking forward to, and that it's going to bring you happiness when you see it on your calendar. Oh, in 2 days I'm going to go do this, which is fun. In a day I'm going to go do this one is fun. Next week I'm going to do this, which is fun. And then you're anticipating that moment. That's going to bring you a lot of joy. That's going to bring you happiness. That's going to bring you peace. And like I said, it reduces stress when you add more joy to your calendar. It boosts dopamine, which is a hormone that is what is it they call it, the body's feel good chemical. It drives motivation, rewards. You get this feeling when you do things for yourself, or when you even do things for others. But we're talking about ourselves right now. Scheduling more joy on your calendar, doing more things for yourself. And it makes me think of a quote that, if you need to plan your pleasure, because pain will show up unannounced. Pain will show up, something, stress, pain, anxiety is going to show up always unannounced. It does not give you a warning. So why not, because of those things, schedule something that makes you happy in your days, in your life, in your month, in your week. And this is this too. It does not have to be with your friends. It does not include being with someone else. Sometimes you can do it by yourself. And this too, it does not have to be grand. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars to schedule joy on your calendar. It does not have to be this big showy display. It can be something small. It can be going to the movie. It can be going for a bike ride. It can be going for a walk. It can just be going to get ice cream, get your favorite cookie, get your favorite meal. Um, what else? Anything really that just makes you happy. And like I said earlier, if you don't consistently make an effort, make this a priority for you to schedule joy on your calendar, life will decide for you if you do not decide for yourself. And something that you need to also do is think about, make it a priority, but being aware. What are some small moments in the day that I can just 10 to 15 minutes that I've moments of time where I can do something small, an activity where maybe I go for a walk to recharge myself, or I just go outside and sit on a bench, or maybe can go for a walk to get some ice cream or get a cookie or do something fun or watch something that's not only stimulates dopamine but makes you feel joy, happiness, reduces your stress levels, reduces anxiety, stuff like that. And then even this, make a effort to list the things that bring you joy, those activities. Reflect on the things that bring you joy. What do you like to do? Do you like to read? Do you like to garden? Do you like to paint? Do you like to color? Do you like to sew? Do you like to knit? Do you like to bake? Do you like to cook? Do you like to go for a walk? Do you like to go for a walk and get ice cream? Do you like to watch your favorite TV show that you know is going to make you laugh? Or even like, you could even do this too, calling a friend. Is this friend going to bring joy and happiness and peace to your life? Or when I call them, I feel relieved. I feel like it's a safe space. I feel not so stressed out anymore. You know, it's like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder when I talk to this person. Find those, do those things that make you feel joy. And like I said earlier, for me, maybe getting me what I do, I get my favorite cookie, I go get some ice cream, go to my favorite restaurant and order what one of my favorite dishes. And you know, I can tell that I'm always happy when I do those things that I enjoy, scheduling joy on my calendar, because whenever I go to my favorite restaurant and I get my favorite meal, I'm always so happy when I walk out of there because I know I'm going to be happy. I know I'm going to be satisfied with the meal. It brings me joy because it's something that I find comfort in eating the meal. It makes me happy, makes me feel joy. All those things. Going for a walk. Sitting, even going for a walk, sit on a bench, practice stillness, thankfulness for the moment, or this is a beautiful day outside, or look at the sunshine and the birds are singing, doing stuff like that. Like I said, watch something that makes you laugh, reduces your stress level, reduces anxiety. I know a lot of childhood shows do that for a lot of people. Watch a show you used to watch when you were younger. It makes you laugh, makes you feel like you're 6 years old, 10 years old again. And then it reduces your stress levels and it boosts dopamine. And when you figure out whatever it is that brings you joy, you write it down. You adjust your time so that you can fit these potential moments into your day to day life. Stick to it. Make it a priority. Make it a routine. Make it consistent. Add it to your daily or your weekly or your monthly appointments. Add it to your calendar. Add it just like you add everything else to your calendar, the things that include work or your appointments or important activities or things that you need to handle. Joy should be just as serious as those things as well. Examples are, like I said earlier, coffee break. Um, what else? Just planning maybe trips or things that you want to do, planning monthly outings, stuff like that. Plan going out with friends maybe, or like I said earlier, you don't always have to go out with friends. You can do things on your own as well too. But just this is an important time. This is just a very important for you to schedule more joy on your calendar. And like I said, you need to treat it like a priority, and you need to treat it like it's something that has to be done, and I need to accomplish this because it is that serious. Because joy isn't found. Sometimes you have to choose it. And sometimes it starts by being aware. Sometimes it starts by, excuse me, it starts by being aware. It starts by being present. It starts by taking you the initiative to, I want more joy in my life. I want more happiness in my life. I want more peace in my life. Savoring those little moments. Like I said, it does not have to be grand. It does not have to be big. It can be small little moments too. Small little things that bring you joy and in happiness. Does not have to be expensive. You don't have to spend a ton of money. You don't have to do that at all. But something small as a cookie, maybe $1 cookie, something that just makes you happy and boosts your dopamine and gives you joy in life. And something that lightens your mood, something that breaks this routine that we as humans have gotten into. You know, you're 9 to 5, I gotta get up, I gotta do work, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And we are just very stressed out, really. Myself included, we are all, every single human being, stressed out about something. Stressed out about bills, stressed about taking care of your family, your light bills, just everything. And because of that, stress will make you sick. It will make you sick. Have autoimmune diseases. All of a sudden, you're coming up with all these diagnoses. I'm not even gonna try because you're not prioritizing time or joy for yourself. And this stuff is just, and because life will just stress you out, is basically what I'm trying to say. It will stress you out. And if you do not take time to have joy and to relax in those moments where you're happy and you just feel peace and you feel less stress, less anxiety, like I said, life will decide for you. And because when life decides for you, you will be stressed out all the time because you are not making joy a priority on your schedule. You're not making it priority on your calendar. And yeah, life is going to decide for you. Life is always going to be stressed out if you don't take control of it and you don't say, hey, today, no, I want to do something fun for myself. I want to do something that's going to bring me less stress, less anxiety. It's going to bring me more joy, more happiness, more peace. Making that conscious decision to schedule more joy on your calendar. Because then, even because of this, when you schedule joy on your calendar, what are you doing? You're looking at your calendar, looking forward to those good moments, looking forward to, oh my gosh, today at 4 o'clock after I get off work, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm so excited then. Or later on down the month, oh, I'm going to go do this. Oh, I'm so excited to do that, to get myself out of my comfort zone, maybe try something new, do something that's going to bring me joy. Even revisiting old memories can spark that joy within you as well. Oh, I remember when I did that. Man, that was so much fun. I need to do that again. I really enjoyed myself that day. I need to do that again. I enjoyed myself that night. I need to do that again. So just more so holding myself accountable to this too. Being aware of when I feel stressed out, okay, schedule more joy on your calendar. Do something fun for yourself. Make it a priority, just like everything else is a priority. Make joy and make your happiness and your peace just as important as your work and the things that you need to accomplish and the things that you need to get done. Because it is important. It really is. And it's just something that's really just important for every single person, every single human being, including myself. Just scheduling more joy on your calendar because it just makes your day, your weeks, your months just so much more enjoyable. So much more stress free, less anxiety, more dopamine. But that was just something that I wanted to talk about today. I hope everyone has a fantastic day today, and I'll see you guys next time.